Hi, I'm Megan, and I got my first leading role in a West End production when I was 17. I had no parents in the industry. I didn't have a mentor, so I had to learn all of these things by making lots of mistakes. Things I wish I'd known going into my first leading role. Number 1, vocal health. Your social life needs to adapt for your job. I'll say that again. Your social life needs to adapt for your job. I did not know this. I did not do this. I was 16 going on 17 and I wanted to go out partying because I had a cool job in London. Not the best thing to do though if you want to do 8 shows a week at your very best ability. So would not recommend to a friend. Socializing just has to take a back seat. I would say eat well, exercise well, rest well, steam well, take your vitamins, wash your hands loads, and don't go near anyone that's like even got a sniffle. Just don't. It's not worth it. And have vocal massages. They really hurt, but they really help. Treat every day like an audition. You've got the job. Doesn't mean you can relax. And I certainly did not know that. You might have a 6-month contract, maybe even 9 months, maybe even a year. But the extension of that contract, if the job is a long running show, is dependent on so many things, including how you perform and what people think of you. So many things. So work really hard. Be nice. Don't just save your best performance for like a Friday, Saturday when the audience is good, because the producers or the creative team could pop in at any time. They might hide at the back and not tell you. And there is a thing called a show report that gets done after every show and then emailed around to all of the producers and the creative team. So just steer clear of anything dodgy that might go on there. I didn't know that. And something might go on there like so-and-so went out last night and isn't singing her best. Not that happened to me. Number 3, invite people to watch you. If you're in a show in town, invite people to watch you. I was in a show in the West End. I was the leading role and I didn't invite a single person to watch me. The whole contract, because I didn't know I needed to. Wasn't thinking about the next job. I was very lucky that coming from the world of TV, I did have some casting directors and producers come watch because they knew I was in the show and they just chose to come and see me. But it wasn't until the rest of the cast were like, oh, so-and-so at stage door, you know them. Can I have their email address? Because I want to follow up. Like I was in the show and they came to see it. So I want to like check in and be like, hi. And I was like, wait, what? That's like cringe. It's not cringe. It's a career. Get people to watch you. Email them. Invite them. Speak to them after. Get another job. Ovs. Number 4, sickness. So coming from a career in TV, sickness as an actor is not a thing. You're sick, you're coming. You're still coming in. Like I was a series regular in something, but there's no option to be sick. You still have to come because there might be a shot that can only be done on one day. You better believe you're going to be there to shoot it. Like it just won't work. There are certain scenarios where you just have to come in. And you'll notice it in TV and film that there'll be like a certain scene where someone sounds like they've got a cold because they would have just come to work. You simply have to show up because the whole shooting schedule would have to be rearranged if you didn't. The only time I've ever seen an actor not come in because they were sick was actually Danny Harmer when I did Danny's House. The show was named after her. And I'm pretty sure she was shooting like 3 different shows at the same time. She was genuinely very ill. And I think considering she was keeping the whole of the BBC employed, I think she can take a sick day. So yeah, apart from that, you kind of have to come in. But moving into theatre, if you're sick, and you can't sing, you can't do your job. So there are times where you have to go off sick and it's really horrid. You are made to feel really bad. In most scenarios, well, the ones that I've been in anyway, it's not cool by like the audience or by the producers. They want you to do the job that they've hired you to do. And it's really hard confronting those people and saying, I can't today, I'm going to be off. And it's you that has to make that call. No one will say, oh no, please go home, rest up, get better. That's not going to happen. You have to say, I'm so sorry, I'm not well enough to work today. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. And you have to get used to that, which is really hard. And as a 17-year-old, I didn't know that. And not on this production actually, but a different one. I had an MD that I worked with that actually made me come in and sing scales to prove that I couldn't sing my show and do the show. So yeah, you have to know your limitations sometimes and rest up to be economical, because if you took that night show off, then you might be fine for the next day. Whereas if you go in and push through, you might not be able to do the next show and the next show and the next show. Number 5. You need a good vocal coach or singing teacher that you are seeing regularly. Your voice is your instrument and you need to practice. You will likely build the performance from day one, from press night. In the first few weeks, it's going to change a lot. It's going to get a lot better if you're working hard and you're practicing. Notes that felt very difficult at the beginning start to feel easy if you're doing the work and you are practicing and using that instrument and learning how best to work it throughout the show and where to pull back and where to give more. And that is a vocal coach that will teach you those things. Even if you think, oh, I've got the job. They want me how I am. They like how I sing. You can do better if you have a vocal coach. So invest. Number 6, use your time wisely. You have the days off, so use that time. Make it count. Whatever that looks like for you. Writing, reading, sending emails. Be productive. That time is short-lived and you need another job at the end of that contract. So get to work. Now, if somebody could just find a time traveling machine and send that to 17-year-old Megan, that would be perfect.